and welcome back to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and in-game Star Citizen event, and it is day number 9. 8? Was it 8 or 9? Yesterday was 8. Totally forgot about the dates. Alright, so before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And before we begin with today's MISC brand, a quick PSA for you guys. Well, first thing first is, of course, it is a free flight event, and it is a weekend, so that means you can play a lot of, you can play it for free. There's lots of ships to fly, and it's gonna be up until December 1st. We have, well, today right now is November 28th for most part of the world, or the early part of the world. For some people like me, I'm on the other side of the world, so it's the 27th of November. But we're gonna we're gonna follow the Star Citizen time, which is now, it is the 28th of November, right? All you need to do is create an RSI account, download the game, and launch the game. Simple as that, right? Quick PSA, this is the most important part, is that if you are a new player and you want to play the game, don't forget to use a referral code, preferably mine down below. And of course, for those people who have been playing free fly all this while but have not used a referral code, or rather if you want to do a new account, right, the best time is use the referral code now, because you will get an Argo MPUVC for lifetime insurance, and that is very important because we're gonna get some cool goody good stuff, and I'm gonna put up a video today, right? I'm definitely gonna put up a video today explaining why should you get this set of ships, right? But of course, you don't need to pay more than a starter pack price in order to enjoy the game, and that's the good part. And how much does it cost for a starter pack? Very cheap, right? We have a discounted starter pack of $40.50 for the Mustang IAE, $29.51, and the Nomad IAE, $29.51 for $76. There is a quick breakdown on these two ships in my Mustang video. There's a floor show video with the Mustang and the Nomad, alright? And since it's already out, you can always back tune to watch some of those videos. But to make things simple, I am always an advocate about the lowest spending in, well, for any game, right? As long as you get discounted games, perfect. In this case, I would recommend the the $40.50 starter pack, also known as the Mustang IAE. Do note, I think I've been telling a lot of people that the Mustang is technically not a true starter because it has one feature that has, well, I don't think it's not implemented, but it's a light fighter, right? It is a light fighter in the verse, so therefore there are some features that the Mustang cannot do. But because it's a starter, everyone expects it to do everything and anything, and that creates a little problem. But good news is you can always upgrade the starter to a more expensive ship, or to a more wholesome ship like the Nomad if you want to, or you can just pick up the Nomad for $76, 20% off. That's great. But again, I'm always advocate about cheap starter pack, right? And of course, you can buy the ships in game as well. So yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. A lot of things that not to say you can't navigate around, but it's just weird, right? It's just weird. But anyway, enough about me whining about certain ships, and let's get on to today's ship brand, which is the MISC, or also known as the Musashi Industrial and Starlight Concern. That's a very, very mouthful. And we have some goody good stuff, right? Goody good stuff. And let's check on with, what is this? The MISC Odyssey effortlessly traverse the deepest reaches of space with self-sufficient explorer. Great, another explorer craft. I love this, right? I love this. And we're gonna check this out. And I think this year IAE 2951, or the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2951, we have not one, not two, not three, but 4 concept ships. Not say concept ships, some is concept ships, some is concept to flight rate. Oh no, it's not even 4, it's 5. Because we have technically 3 concept ships, alright? The MISC Odyssey, I'm just gonna put this up. the Odyssey, the Enlist Spartan, and the Argo Raft, which is yesterday. That's 3 concept to flight ready, which means there's no concept phase. It's straight up new. And that comes with lifetime insurance. Oof. I'm not so sure whether the Odyssey is a flight ready ship. So let's take a look. Let's take a quick look. Alright, before we get into that. Secure Odyssey, the cargo hold, 252 SU, that's a lot of SU, weapons hanger. Oh, I see something. Onboard hanger, small ships. Sweet. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this later because we're gonna come back to this guy, right? And I'm gonna move on to the ship list first. Let's move on to the ship list. Starting on with the concept ship or in concept, the MISC Endeavor, $350. Now this ship is awesome, right? If this ship works according to what the CIG has promised us, this ship is one of the best anticipating ship for me because first thing first, we have biodomes, and that means space farming. That's right, and it's not just a planetary space farm. It is a mobile space farm, and that by itself, it's in my opinion priceless. Right? Priceless because right now we have the Constellation I'm going to call it CO, right? The Consolidated Outland Pioneer at $850. That's still in concept. That allowed you to build homestates, and homestates gets you, well, some people would say you can do mining, you can do farming, but that is on a static location on a planet. But the Endeavor, it's a ship. So it's great. And not just that, the Endeavor, technically speaking, is a modular ship. It is the biggest modular ship in-game. And there's a lot of things I like to talk about this guy. Let's see, we have the buying options because it is great in stock. There we go. Paints and extra. Biodome pot. This is for farming. We have the Collider pot. So this is, some says it's a science thingy thing. So I'm not so sure how it's going to work for sciencey. And, oh, we still have some actually. Boop. Alright, we have the crew pod, so this is technically speaking a drop ship per se, right? Technically, we have science pod, service pod, general research pod. Okay, cool. Fuel pod, alright, so long range, I think that's that fuel pod, and this is the crew pod. We have a science pod and a research pod, which is quite interesting. We have a landing pod, so you can make this to a pocket carrier, which is one of my go-to, or rather I will definitely do a pocket carrier space farm. That's fantastic. And we have the medical pod. Alright, so do note a little bit. So the medical pod for the Endeavor, technically speaking, is a hospital. That was in their first Q&A. I don't know if they changed. If they change, then the Endeavor might not be a favorable ship, in my opinion, but still highly favorable because space farming, right? Space farming, and yeah. But according to this, what do you call this? According to the spec sheet, technically this is a hospital, which means it's a tier 1 or tier 3. Basically, you can respawn. You can respawn, and that's a big deal, right? Respawn, get to the hangar, pew. Okay, so we have research pod. We don't know what research pod does yet. Science pod, we do not know what science pod does. We have the telescope pod, so this is considered a explorer mod, alright, so the best explorer to date, alright. So we do not know how explorer is gonna play, right? We do not know how it's gonna be played out. But at the same time, selling point is only for me is the medical pod, the landing pod, and of course the biodome, because yeah, you know, I'm gonna go for the niche ship. If you're gonna pay so much money, as much as I like it to be versatile, I want it to be a bit more standout, right? So biodome, right now the Endeavor is the only ship that can do space farming. Until then, if they come up with a space station that you can own, okay, I'm gonna give in to that. But for now, this ship is awesome because of this. Alright, we have the master set at $1,000. Yes, it's a very, very expensive ship. This is with all the mods. So in my opinion, I would say if you want to pick up, yes, the master set is worth picking up at $1,000 with all these things. But I would recommend just pick up the ship instead, right? $350 is good enough. That's, yeah, it's good enough. Sure, $250 is a lot of money, so I'm gonna say not for everyone, but suckers like me, yeah, it's worth picking. you're not going to regret, right? If you love anything that's not combat or hauling, you're going to love this ship right now. But at the same time, it's in concept, so that's the caveat. I'm technically speculating a little bit, but it's not heavily speculated because Biodome, they did say you can farm food, right? So yeah. Moving on to the Freelancer, right? The Freelancer is the MISC staple icon. Well, I'll call it the iconic staple ship in the verse. It is a trucker ship, medium freight. If you don't like the Drake Cutlass Black, the Freelancer is the next best ship. For me personally, however, I hate the cockpit view, right? The only downside about this ship is the cockpit view. Terrible cockpit view in my opinion, but it has some very good firepower, less agile than the Cutlass Black at $110. I think it's okay, right? It has everything else the same as the Cutlass Black plus a toilet. Plus a toilet. And I think it can carry just a little bit more compared to the Cutlass Black. I think it's 2 or 4 SCU more. I think I've forgotten what's the SCU for the Freelancer. I remember the Cutlass Black is about 46 or 48. So Freelancer's most likely is about 52-ish, right? And then moving on to the Freelancer Der, the same version, same variant, not same variant, same model. The only difference is Der is endurance, so basically bigger fuel pot. And boop cockpit. No boop. Has a boop. Alright, so extra $25, basically you get more fuel, or more quantum fuel, so you can jump further, you can do longer missions or long range missions, and that's about it, right? Everything else the same. Everything else is the same. And of course, next we have the Freelancer MAX, extra $40. Now this guy has, I think, 150 SU worth of cargo, so this guy is actually a lot more beefier, a lot more bigger, a lot more sluggish, but can carry more cargo, right? At $150, yes, this ship is technically worth getting, in my opinion, but you can always put $40 more. Yes, $40 more is a little bit more, in my opinion, but you can put $40 more, get the Constellation Taurus. It is one size bigger than the Freelancer MAX, so if this is medium, if Freelancer is medium, then the Constellation is large. But however, the Constellation has 4, or rather 2 size 4, 2 size 5 weapon hard point and can carry way more cargo, but not by a lot more, right? It's 170-ish. Right, basically 20, I'm going to say, put it, let's count as 720, right? So basically you can carry 20 more SU worth of cargo, but that does not mean that it's 20 SU worth more, because the Constellation Taurus can carry vehicles where the Freelancer MAX cannot carry a lot of vehicles, right? Anything below Cyclone and below, I think it can carry, because the turret placement makes the vehicle loading a bit weird. I think that somebody did try, and I'm not mistaken that you cannot carry a Grey Cat Rock, a mining vehicle. Need to double check on that, right? But for now, I'm going to say anything below the Cyclone, it can carry, might not. But for the Taurus, it can carry all sorts of vehicles. So that's the main reason why the Taurus is better, right? More utility, yes, it's a bit $40 more. More utility and more firepower, right? And it's multi-crew experience because there's 2 turrets versus 1 turret. And that's the reason why the Taurus is awesome. Moving on to the Freelancer MISC. Now, this is one of my favorite ship back then, right? Now it's a bit, not to say not my favorite, but $175. I'll just top it off for $15, get the Taurus. Taurus is way better, right? This guy is basically missiles, right? Anything that screams Macross, Missile Massacre, this guy can do it. And $175, it's still good, right? It's still good, it's still great, but because there are more alternatives right now to the Freelancer MISC, right? And that makes it a little bit not so great. That's all, right? If you love missiles, right, the Freelancer MISC is great. I mean, it's still good in my opinion. But of course, we have the the Talon Shrike. Right, the Talon Shrike can do the same missile capabilities, and it's smaller, more nimble, right? The only downside is the Freelancer can carry cargo and has a beefier turret gun, right? So all in all, this is still a viable ship, right? I'm not saying this ship is bad. This ship is still good. Still good. It's just that we have a bit more flavor right now, right? And of course, the Taurus is a bit more, I think it's way better. It's way better because of the introduction of Taurus. And of course, if you want to put a little bit more money, the Andromeda is hands down the best gunship right now, right, for multi-crew. This ship is soloable, right? It's a solo ship. So 175 is still a good ship. Still a very good ship. Alright, moving on to the Hull A or the Hull series. Now, Hull series is the king of transportation. And $80. This ship just increased in price. Ninja increased. So I just realized there's a lot of ships that just increased in price recently. Either that or I've not been looking at price tag these days. Because last year I don't remember seeing this type of price tags. But anyway, Hull A used to be $60, now it's $80. Ouch, ouch, don't like it. I don't like it. But if you can see, they redo the Hull series, so I think it's great. Still in concept, so I think it's okay. Right, $80 for a dedicated cargo hauling ship. Any of the Hull is a dedicated cargo hauling ship, so I think it's worth getting if you just want to do space trucking. How much cargo can it carry? I think it can carry the most for its medium capacity. But at $80, need to revisit this a little bit. Alright, next we have the Hull B. Of course, I think we have 5 variants, A, B, C, D, E, 5. Alright, of course, Hull B can carry more, $140. Now, I do not have the full spec of the cargo SU because it's still in concept, so I'm not going to speculate too much. But to be more technical, that any of the Hull series should be able to carry its maximum capacity, or rather the maximum capacity for its category. So medium freight, Hull A should carry the, not medium freight, anything that's medium ship, the Hull A will carry the most. Anything that is on the heavy side, aka large, the Hull B will carry the most. And of course we have another one, Hull C, carry a lot. The Hull D carries a lot as well, 450. Oh wow, this ship just grew and grew. Okay, good. Anyway, it's still good. It's still good. And then of course the Hull E carries the most stock. Wow. No, this ship just increased in price. Right? I remember this guy was $650 or $550 previously. So this guy has been go up. And concept sold out, 750. Unfortunately, we cannot upgrade, so this thing is going to be tough. Ooh, wow. Alright, the Hull E, okay, to put in perspective, the Hull D is about 10,000. One of these ships is carrying 10,000 plus worth of SCU, right? And to put it into perspective, the Merchantman can carry only like what, 600 plus. The Hercules can carry like what, 500 SCU. No, Merchantman is 5,000. That was the original plan, but since it's still in concept, I'm not going to consider that. The Hercules, right? The Crusader Industry C2 Hercules can carry about 600, right? It's still on the 100 line, right? And let's say 600. The Hull D can carry thousands worth of SCU, and price tag is like not much expensive than the Hercules C2. This tells you how much cargo can it carry for its price tag. This is literally the space trucking in Star Citizen. And in my opinion, Hull D is the one that's worth getting. This guy is just too much, right? Plus stock limited, and they just increase in price. This guy is just increasing price, and I am very surprised that they did increase in price. But at the same time, I'm not surprised as well, because I was waiting for it to be flight ready to increase in price, not during the anniversary sale. But you know what? I think it's great. Hull D, worth getting, right? Worth getting. 450. You won't regret. Sure, it is expensive. It will go up higher once it's flight ready. That's for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I love this ship, right? If I'm just gonna do space trucking. Moving on, the exploration and expedition, the MISC Odyssey at $700. Oof. Actually, I forgot to do my, what do you call this, the check price, right? I totally forgot to do the check price. So we have a Warbond concept, 625, great. And then we have a concept, so $700. We can of course upgrade to, yes, we can upgrade cheaper, so that's great. So this is a Hercules A2 Warbond ship upgrade price. So what is the next best ship that we can upgrade to is the Percy. Oh no, we don't want standard. Okay, it doesn't allow you to do the Warbond the Warbond upgrade. Okay. Now we know no Warbond upgrade for the MISC Odyssey, right? No Warbond upgrade. So that's one small little thing, and I think it's a concept ship. So yeah, it says concept. So yeah, so out of all the flight ready, this is officially a concept ship. Do note it's not flight ready, so you won't get to fly this ship. $700. We're going to check out whether this ship is worth $700 later. Okay, next, moving on to Prospector, $155. Okay, this is a specialized ship or a special. I'm going to call it a specialist. All right, any ship that is a specialist, aka salvage, mining, and a few more other non-pew type of ships. I think that's only a little. So we have mining, 155. We have the vulture, which is salvage, 140. We have the repair, rearm, which we're going to get to. We have it, repair, rearm, okay, that's about 200, because that was like combination of refuel and rearm. It's technically speaking a mini fuel and repair truck. Okay, that's two niche profession in one, so 200 I think is okay, but we'll check whether it did increase in price. Okay, so far we have two specialists, right, which is the mining and the salvaging. 155 for this Drake voucher, that's 140. Of course, I'm going to expect it to increase in price, most likely to 155 to match the specialist price range. And it is a mining ship. I think that's all I can say. Nothing much. No pro, no cons. Yeah, mining ship. Moving on to the racing, the competition racing Razor. And this is $145. Yes, it is the most expensive racing ship in the game. It is, yeah, this is just racing, right? $145, and we have a special upgrade offer, which means Warbond CCU or Warbond ship upgrade, and I recommend you to pick one, right? It is good because you can save money. And how much do we save? How much do we save on the Razor? Upgrade now. Let's see. Warbond 2 options. You save $10. I think it's great. Yeah, this is a great ship. Okay, $10. So we'll put that in our mind, because I have a lot of things to talk about CCU and of ship upgrade. Of course, you can check it with one of my videos I've just released, right? CCU and U, all right? CCU and U. Maybe I should add a little bit more ship upgrade thing. Cool. All right, moving on to the Razor EX. This is a stealth version of the Razor. Extra $10. Is it worth getting? It's basically more stealthy. I think it's a niche ship. Too niche. In this case, it's too niche for me to recommend. 155 would be too expensive, right? Bit too expensive. In fact, 145 for a racing ship is expensive to begin with. Yeah. Anyway, that's all, right? Stealth. And next we have the Razor LX. All right, $5 more. $5 more, you get a much more luxurious racing ship. And I think they did put some stats out. The LX goes a little bit more faster than the Razors, the base, right? So $5 more for a bit more faster, I think it's okay if you're just only aiming just for racing, all right? Do know that Razor is only worth picking up if you only want to do racing, because there are cheaper and better ship out there. Wink wink, Origin M50. I'm a big fan of Origin M50 when it comes out. It was fantastic. And when the Razor come out, I love it. I love the F1 style of shape. Yes, if you realize, it looks like an F1. But the price tag is a bit too much for me to love this ship. And that's all, right? That is all. Because the Origin M50 is just way better. Screams way better, way cooler, and it looks more like a fighter jet. Alright? Or a bit more modern our timeline, right? In Star Citizen universe, that is an outdated model. Cool. That's for the Razor series. All right, moving on to the Reliance series. So we have the Core, or some people say Core. I'm going to say Core. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. That's how it's pronounced in the video. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Now, the Korea is a two-pilot ship, pilot and co-pilot, right? It's a multi-crew ship, and because of the new rework, the Korea, or rather the Korea series, or the Reliance, it's not Korea, the Reliance series gets a very, very, very buffed up stuff. For number one is right now you have a wing, not say wing turret, a wing gimbal thing. It's not really a turret because it's pilot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 weapon hardpoint. If I'm not mistaken, it's 6 size 1. Or is it size 1 for here and this is size 2 or size 3? Because there is a certain models gets a beefier pew. But let's gonna operate as size 1 first, right? Because it doesn't look like a size 1. This looks like a size 2 or size 3. But let's go with size 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 size 1 weapons to the pilot. This is the one and, or rather not one and only, this is the most amount of weapon hard points to a light fighter, not freight. It says freight because this does a cargo, right? So Korea does freight. The Mako is a Mako is a science vessel. The Reliance Sen is a news van, and the Tana is the militarized version, which is $75. And yeah, because this one you can swap to a single hard point. I think it's a size 3. That's why it says the turret looks like a size 1 or a size 2 in my opinion, right? Or it looks like a size 2, right? But let's go with size 1. So this guy literally out DPS every single light fighter in the game right now, right? Literally. And it's $65. It's the cheapest as well. However, the armor is a little bit paper thin, right? That's the one downside. But yeah, this ship is fantastic for the price tag, right? If you want to get the Mustang Delta, right? The Mustang Delta is at first I would say it's the cheapest military ship, but no, the Korea just literally punched Delta out of the water. Sure, the armor is not that great. It has a very interesting vertical, vertical layout, which I love it. Anything that screams vertical for a spaceship, I'm always in. And yeah, this ship is awesome. So yeah, so first thing first, this is a light freight, which means it can carry cargo. The Mako is a science vessel, so I don't know what sciencey stuff you can do yet. So we're gonna put it on hold. $95. Mako reporting. My bad. News van. This is a news van, which means you got camera. You have a dedicated camera somewhere around here, and this ship just fly around, just taking videos, being a news reporter. I think it's fantastic, right? $95. Okay, cool. So that's my bad. Right, 65, 95. Reliance Sen is the science vessel, like science. Okay, that makes more sense, right? For science. All right, $85. That's great. And then we have the Tana, of course, light fighter. Pew pew all the way. All right. So personally, I recommend the Korea. Korea is good, right? Hands down. Plus, you can do cargo hauling. So versatile ship. I know the Mako, the Sen, and I'm not mistaken, the Tana has a bed, right? But it cannot carry cargo, so yeah, it's a bit tough to recommend. Not saying I don't want to recommend, but because no, Tana I think I can recommend. Tana I think I can because it has a bed. It's still military, so a bit more firepower, a bit more heavier armor. That's about it. All right. Moving on to the Starfarer, one of my favorite ships in the game. But however, this ship flies like a brick, right? It's the worst ship to fly right now, but it's nice. I love this ship, right? It's basically a fuel truck, right? Heavy refueling for the Starfarer. And of course, we have the Starfarer Gemini, which is the militarized version. So basically, you get different weapons, heavier armor, and of course, you get a nose missile hard point, right? Where the Starfarer is a fuel scoop, right? So, according to CIG, is interchangeable, and I don't know if it's, not to say it is not interchangeable, but according to them it's interchangeable, but we will see about that. Yeah. Personally, speaking, I actually want to own one of these Starfarer because when you fly as a fleet, this guy can refuel any ship. So if you're going to do long range, yep, worth getting. Right, and that's it, I think. Did I miss some other ships? Because I remember there's a Vulcan. What's but for Vulcan is another, I think Vulcan is another brand. Alright, cool. So that's that. And what else do we have? Of course, we have the Warborn Daily Deal for the Razor. We have checked it out already. Alright, cool. Alright, the end. Alright, we have the weekly guide to IAE, and that's it. Alright, that's it. So before I go, obviously we want to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And before I go, the most important thing is we want to look at the MISC Odyssey, and this ship, my goodness, I've taken a peek just now, right? I'm gonna admit, I took a peek and I saw something very good, and at the same time it's fantastic, right? Survey distant frontiers, seek the undiscovered. Alright, cool. Odyssey is basically an exploration ship in a nutshell. And the direct competitor to the Odyssey, there's only 2 ships. I think it's 1, right? Of course, the Anvil Carrack, that's number 1. And number 2, I think I can add in the 890 jump per se, right? Because the 890 jump, technically speaking, is also capable to explore. It has a ship hangar as well. The only difference is the 890 jump is luxurious, right? Or luxury. So yeah, so the next best competitor is the Anvil Carrack at $600. Woo. Alright, let's take a look. So the cargo hold is 252 SCU worth of cargo, right? And I think this is lower than the Anvil Carrack. If I'm not mistaken, then the Anvil Carrack I think is 300-ish. Need to double check, right? But put it this way, 252 SU worth of cargo, I think it's okay, right? Because we have a lot of good stuff. Yes, it's on the low side of cargo space, but I think it's still good. It's still better than nothing. 200 plus. You still can do some cargo runs. To put it this way, you can do expensive cargo run or something that, you know, makes it cool. Right, weapon and shields first. We have a size 5 gun, three remote turrets with size 5 guns. So that's great. So in total that we have 6 size 5 guns, right? So we saw 1 and 2, and then I think 3 is underbelly. Yeah, I saw that, underbelly. Sure, this is not a combat ship, this is an exploration ship or expedition ship. So size 5, like the Carrack has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, top, left, right, up, down. So yeah, 4. So this guy says 3, 1 turret less. I think it's okay. Because you're not going to use this to pew. But what I'm going to say is the Odyssey has an hangar, right? I want to say something else. Has a small ship hangar which is bigger than the Carrack. The Carrack is basically a snub hangar, technically speaking. So you can fit small ships like Pisces, to a certain extent, the Aurora, Merlin, the Arrow you can technically fit, but the wing's going to clip, so that's not good. And I think 1 or 2 more ships. Yeah, that's for the Carrack. But however, for the Odyssey, you can see that's a saber. That's an Aegis saber. So technically speaking, you can carry a combat fighter per se. But that's very good. You know what, that's very good. The closest competitor to this hangar right now is the RSI Polaris at $750. Now that's a corvette, aka a torpedo ship. That is pure combat ship. So yeah, now this ship has grown in size, and I love it. You know what, I love it already. Hands down, because of the hangar. And what even makes this ship better, being an exploration and expedition ship, you need a medical bay, and guess what, it's tier 2 med bay. That's right, it's tier 2. So small little information. I have to amend some of the information that I gave previously, especially to the Drake Cutlass Red and the RSI Apollo, right? Because Drake Cutlass Red is a tier 3 bait, right? It goes 1 being the best, and numbers goes down being not the best, right? And tier 3, technically speaking, cannot set as a respawn point. So that's obvious. And then I did say somewhere along the line that tier 2 cannot be set as a respawn point, only tier 1. However, a little bit read up, right? I have to amend this information. It is wrong information, because tier 1 and tier 2 med bay gets a respawn point. And that's a big deal, because right now there's only 2 ships in the game right now that has tier 2 med bay, which is the Anvil Carrack and the 890 jump. That's why I put both of them as as an exploration ship because both of them can carry a small ship or a snub, and both of them can carry a vehicle, which is great, and both of them has respawn medical bay, which means you can do whatever you want as long as you set your respawn point to the ship, you are safe. Previously, the Cutlass Rig were able to do that, that's why. You know what, small little info fix, right? Info amendment. So that makes the Odyssey right now, in my opinion, a must-have ship. Yes, it is $700, right? I've already checked the price, $700, and of course we have seen the price just now. Yes, it is very, very expensive, but to me, this is easily a mobile base. Same goes with the Carrack. It is a mobile base. Same goes with the 890 jump. I can basically, these are the few ships that I would willingly to spend money and you know, spend money. Yeah, spend money. The only difference is 890 jump is way too expensive. That's why I recommend the Carrack. And the Carrack, technically speaking, it's also quite expensive, but because of the respawn point, oof, it is good. It is very, very good. I can't tell you how much time it saves me to respawn back into my Carrack, right? Awesome. So the Odyssey has a tier 2 medical bay. Sweet! Right, this literally sweetened the deal, and to me this is the sealed, the seal dealer? The deal that seals the deal, or the function that seals the deal. Now, basically this ship straight away says, I will have it. I will have it. The only question is, can I get it for cheap? Now we shall see, because there are some CCU or ship upgrade that we can get this ship cheaper with LTI, because currently it is in concept sale ship. Yes, we have a concept sale price, 625, and let's see if we can get it for cheaper, right? And of course, this small little gimmick right here, right now, is the one that makes this ship worth its price versus the Carrack. It is a mining ship, and it has a tractor beam. So, yeah, this is a no-brainer. Right, this ship literally screams Carrack plus Prospector in one, and that's great. You know what? That's great, because if you're not gonna hunt down for, what do you call this? Artifacts, and I'll put this way, okay, when you do exploration, you can hunt down for artifacts and stuff, but it's not in the game yet, so this is pure speculation part. So that's why the exploration part is question mark. What can you do? What can you do? And then to top it off, like, yes, if you have the Prospector, you can go mining, and at the same time, you only can mine so much, and then you have to go back to base and refill, and then that's where the 252 SCU worth of cargo helps. All right. And if you're not going to do any of the exploration, yeah, you can do deep space mining. And if you don't do deep space mining, what you can do? Exploration and FPS. And that makes it versatile. This ship now has 2-in-1 utility, which makes it fantastic. And if you want to do some ship pew-pew, instead of using the Odyssey to go shoot that stuff up, you can always bring a Saber, which is a very strong ship. And okay, if this ship can squeeze in a Crusader Industry Ares, it's a win ship. To me, it's a win ship by itself. And let's go to the last function, and what do we have? Nice, we have an onboard refinery. Oh no, this is great. This tells me one thing, right? The Odyssey can never, not say can never, but will hardly run out of fuel, because you can, oh no, it's 3-in-1 now, because, okay, no, it cannot refill. It cannot refill other ships, so it's still 2-in-1 ship. Because the next ship that can actually refuel is the MISC Starfarer, or the Starfarer Gemini, right? So what it does is, okay, so it has a refinery, gets captured by the ship, things that can convert hydrogen fuel, while 9 containers is refined to quantum fuel, extended. Okay, sweet. So that means your mining is also useful, that you can resupply the ship. So, you know what? This ship is self-sustainable. No, this is too good. This is too good. I need to get this. I need to get this ship already. Oh, no. This is fantastic. This is good news. And if you want a true expedition ship, yeah, no, this is win-win. Win-win? No, winner chicken dinner. Yeah, no, this is awesome. All right, and let's check the decks, because I've seen some of the decks and it's nice. All right, so let's start off with the hangar deck. That's why I already seen it. Yeah, so we got mining controls on the lower deck, we got the hangar at the lower deck, we have mining system, medical facility, which is near the entrance of, exit, not the entrance, the exit. We have the main elevator, great, so elevator comes in, you can just run straight to the medical bay. Yeah, sweet. Sweet vehicle cargo ramp, alright, vehicle cargo bay, and then we have ship hangar, store ground vehicles, all small ships. See, this is one thing good, right? We can store multiple ground vehicles, and that straight away beats Carrack. No, this ship beats Carrack already. Wow, wow. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. Alright, so the main deck, we have the bridge, we have the component access, okay, no, remote weapon, alright, at the bridge, we have main, okay, let me do care about that, escape pods, alright, near the bridge, crew quarters, I'm actually quite interested. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm guessing these are the crew quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and where's the captain quarter? I don't think this one has captain quarters. Yeah, you know what, everyone is treated equally, so no need captain quarters. But I think they will have, because the Starfarer has it, and I'm guessing it's, you know what, I don't know. When the ship releases, then we'll check it out. Mess hall, locker room, okay, and locker room you can move all around. Okay, cool. Docking collar large and docking collar small, nice. And then we have the after deck. I don't know what you call this after deck. Okay, gravity generator, refinery. Okay, so refinery we located all the way on the top, which is weird though. A little weird. Why the refinery? But then again, the refinery mainly collect gas and yeah, you know what? I think it's okay. You know, it'd be cool if there's a industrial arm somewhere around here that picks up. Engines. Okay, sweet. And then main elevator. Right, done. Cool. So that's the layout of the ship, gallery, alright, we will save some. Look at that. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, sweet. Then this is the mining. Nice. Love this ship already. And I'm excited. Very, very excited for this ship. Woo! Yeah, cool. So, okay, technical breakdown. We don't need too much technical breakdown. 252 SCU, Met Bay, Met Bay Tier 2. That's the most important one. Anytime I see a ship that has a medical bay, I want to see, is it Tier 1 or Tier 2, right? Anything below Tier 3, not to say we are not interested, but if we cannot set as respawn point, I think we can just let it go, right? Sadly, that's the Cutlass rate, alright? Moving on, go further, stay longer, special offer. Okay, standalone options, 625 versus $700. Yes. Ship packs, we don't care about ship packs. But this screams one thing. This tells me it can fit an Aegis Saber. That's hands down. Win. This ship is now the best ship ever for cheap. That you can get it for cheap. And then this ship just beats Carrack. Right, literally just beats out Carrack. So yeah, I will use the Carrack and definitely upgrade to this guy. Whew. Until then, I will see you guys next time. See you in the verse, and we have some very, very exciting thing coming to you tomorrow. And because tomorrow is Best in Show.